Hey everybody, well, I'm probably on a plane right now flying off to Hawaii. So I wanted to just get our Thursday in, and I want to talk about, again, with perception, is bad really just bad? And what I want to talk about around that, so if you think about what our week has looked like, we've been talking about how do you see the world? How does the world see you? Can you create your environment? And now what's the perception around things that just go sideways? So many of us just want to avoid any kind of uncertainty or trials and tribulations or failure. And we want everything to be perfect. And I'll tell you right now, there is no such thing. Right? As we go through what life looks like, if we go through all the lessons that we've learned, all I know is that in my world, with everything that went completely sideways, absolutely blew up in my face, was the worst I could have ever imagined as far as situations. And even as bad as situations were, I look at my life right now and the things that I went through could have been worse. So what am I looking at? What are the lessons when things go wrong? Because the perception that we build around trying to live in this protective box, right? I mean, some people just go out of their way to try to have zero things go wrong, but that's impossible because then they're always focused on what's going wrong or if something isn't quite to their liking. And I want to point those things out because the less resistance that you have around acceptance, then the more willing you are to just experience things. And what I know in my life is, as I've gone through and I remember some of the moments that were the best moments I've ever had in my life, they were random. I'll always remember being in college with a bunch of friends of mine over at my house, and we were sitting in the basement, just, bored, talking about going out, but not really wanting to go out. And then we all got motivated and we got past that feeling, right? That feeling that tells us, I don't really know, I don't know. And we went out. And I remember I met a lifelong friend that night, which was someone that became very, very near and dear to me over the years. And it never would have happened if I didn't go out. So what is that perception around trying to make everything positive, trying to avoid the negatives, trying to live in this box? And so I just want to challenge you, because if you think about it, when you really break it down, what are you trying to avoid? Like, what are you doing? When you're resisting yourself, when you're stopping yourself, when you're telling yourself no, and then when you think for no good reason, I did that. And what did that actually help you accomplish, right? Like right now, as I'm shooting this video, let me tell you, so it's after 6, I've been going like a maniac all day. My energy has been low at the end of my day because literally I haven't stopped. And my brain power was, it's not quite at fully functional. And even my family's commenting on like, what's wrong with Dad, And I look at that, and right now I'm actually perking up thinking of that, because if I just think back in my own world, even though I'm videoing this right now, like going back 15 or 20 minutes, even my wife's like, you're not gonna be like that on the trip, are you? And she's right. But every once in a while, you need a minute. And so I had to eat, because sometimes you get so busy you forget to eat. So I ate and I packed, and now I'm finishing up the last minute things that I need to do. And here I am talking to you. So I'm still working on getting my things done, even though I was experiencing resistance around where my energy's at and how much more I wanted to do before I just turn it off and enjoy my time, my family. So think about that, right? Think about what happens when you hit this imaginary wall that you call enough. And think about your perception around your world or how you function when that happens to you. And what do you do? Because I've been proud of myself for pushing through things where normally I would have stopped. And I would have created massive resistance around it. Like right now is one of those moments. I've been working really, really hard to get my back limber, and because I've been doing that, I've also been pushing my back more than normal. So it's burning right now. Am I focusing on that? No. But is it present? Yes. Is my energy starting to rise because I'm shooting this video versus where I was 15 minutes ago? Absolutely. Am I surprised by it? Even though I know that doing this stuff works, yeah, I'm surprised by it. Absolutely. Because it's like, wow, I'm feeling more energetic. I actually have expression on my face. I'm talking with a smile that's actually, you know, it's all across my face. And if you would have seen me 15, 20 minutes ago, or even when I went to go get some stuff at the grocery store with my son, and he's like, "What's wrong with you, Dad? Are you mad?" And it was literally because I was just kind of shutting down for a minute. And then I started thinking about it. I'm like, well, what am I doing that for? And it's because I want to be left alone, right? To just recover for a minute. But then at what cost right now with everything that I'm doing? And what am I pushing away? And there's so many things that I still have to do, and I'm almost at the finish line. But I was starting to create a story for myself. So I want you to pay attention to that. I want you to just look at where you're at and where your resistance is coming from, and dig down that rabbit hole and ask yourself, is it real? Or is it artificially made by you so that you can stop yourself from, and that you have to answer. So as always, I love all you guys for showing up. And as always, I will just ask you to go out there and kick some ass. So I'll be talking to you on Friday morning from Hawaii. And hope you guys have a killer day after you watch this video. I know I will in Hawaii, and I'll be thinking of you. So peace out. I'll talk to y'all soon.